first come in, you come into the Answer Center, which has several small restaurants, a gift book area, the guest services, and this is also where it has the auditorium where you can listen to several lectures. So when you come to the Ark Encounter, you have the option to do some of the lectures. On our day, they had one about the building of the Ark Encounter, new beginning, and amazing animals. And then we make our way in to see the Ark under the rainbow. And you just go past the rainbow, and there it is. That is just really amazing to see. So first thoughts on seeing the Ark is it's really hard to believe that this can float on water, and so I'm very excited to learn all about it. What are your first thoughts about it, Eli?
It's a giant boat.
It is giant. So far, everything has been ramps. I haven't seen any stairs. Also wanted to go over that there is rentals of strollers, wheelchairs, or electric scooters that you can rent for the entire day. The Bible provides a few details about the Ark: dimensions. It has 3 decks, coated inside and out with a pitch, but it does not explain every aspect needed for us to recreate an exact replica. Our Ark is based on biblical data and shipbuilding research, but we use artistic license in many areas, including the design of the ship's interior and exterior structure, as well as the mechanics for animal feeding and waste removal. You hear noises coming from in here, Eli? So you think this is where they kept chickens?
Yeah.
What other kind of animals would be in here?
Any animal you can imagine. That would fit.
Like an elephant?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear the snake noises?
Yeah, I think this is where they kept the snakes.
Wow. So they would pour the water up in here, and then they'd get the water here, just like how a hamster does. So Eli, this sign says that a lot of these were used to hold seeds, nuts, dried fruits, and vegetables.
Oh, so this is where they kept.
Yeah, I guess no snakes. It says in the Bible that Noah was to bring animals in which is the breath of life, which they believe did not include spiders and insects. Insects do not breathe through nostrils. They take in air through their exoskeletons. But there are stowaways apparently of insects on the Ark anyways. So what do they have in here?
This is whatever that says, I don't know. Oh, it's one of those wizards with the spine of a Spinosaurus.
Wow. Wow.
This is the Plesiosaur, which is basically like the other thing, but it's more of a crocodile than a potato.
Oh, well, they look like the kind that would have flown at one time.
Yeah.
So this talks about how they keep polar bears cool on the Ark, but the answer is there were no polar bears. So this goes on to say that they only had a pair of each species. So there was a pair of what they have here is a black bear. So there was not polar bears or grizzly bears. There was just a pair of one species of bear. So I've noticed that all of the signs here will say the pig kind or the sloth kind or the bear kind, because there's not different species of each kind of pig. There's just one pair. So this goes over how the Ark is able to handle the very large size of animals, and it says that the Lord sent juveniles or smaller varieties to the boat. That way they took up less space, they ate less, they were less to clean up after. This is interesting. Noah didn't need to bring any of these, but it does go over about how did, when the floodwaters mixed all the water together with fresh water and salt water, how did the fresh water survive in the salty water? But it says that it was not as salty, and that the freshwater fish were able to survive during the flood. So it's very busy here. There's lots of people. And what's your theory about people, Eli?
I think people are sad because at the beach, they're everywhere and everything.
So people are like sand.
Do you have any more questions? How many animals are on the Ark? That's a good question. There are about 1,400 kinds of animals on the Ark.
This shows what we learned earlier about how the animals that were brought were smaller in version, because these are the horses. And then these are the size of the giraffes that have a very short neck.
You will turn from your sin and seek God so that you may be spared. And you too as well.
The living quarters. Now this is something I'm super curious about. How did they make living on this Ark for so long? Got lots of cabinets and places to store things. This actually looks quite comfortable. It's almost like a shopping supermarket on the Ark. So it says this is the area where most of their cooking and baking took place. So essentially this whole area, Eli, I think, is a kitchen.
Yeah.
What an incredible kitchen.
Yeah, and that's probably a garden where they do the food. It's behind you. And here, I guess it's the living room. The guy has a bucket of peas. There's some clay things. She's sitting down eating peas.
When God created Adam and Eve, he prescribed a vegetarian diet for them.
Who knows?
Okay, then tell me this part.
So when the storms were over, some days later, there was a dove that came by, and it didn't know. It was like, if you find land, make sure to tell me. And if you find land, make sure to pick a piece of leaf and put it in your mouth, and then come back. Show me. And then the dove went off, and then it came back, but there was nothing in its mouth. So he took it again. But when it came back, it had like some plant in its mouth, like you see here. So.
You knew land was close.
Yeah. So he found her.
She knew that an intelligent mind had put them there. And when you are continually evil, and God judged the earth
for the Great Flood. He preserved Noah and his family in the ark and everybody outside the ark.
So, leaving the ark, Noah's 601st day on the 27th day of the second month. The ground is dry enough for land creatures to live on. A new world in approximately 1 year, the wicked pre-flood world consisting of a supercontinent is destroyed and a new world with 7 continents rises from the waters. The global flood devastated the entire earth. The flood plunged the earth into the ice age. Now on to the zoo and the petting area. So you stay on the concrete path, no food or drinks, refrain from yelling. Here it's talking about, can Noah's Ark ever be found? And they're documenting that a wooden structure is unlikely to survive over 4,000 years since wood decomposes quickly. Also, the wood could have been found by others and dismantled and used for other purposes. So in this video, we're not going to show a lot of the zoo because today the heat index is 98 and right now we're chilling, trying to cool off, because he's very sensitive to the heat and it can trigger migraines. So we're gonna skip most of that and check out the virtual reality theater they have that simulates the flood. So I'm excited about that part. Ready for the virtual reality. That's cool, so I guess we'll do those headsets and then the seats move. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
We're in number 7. Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
So we just got done with the virtual reality thing, which was awesome. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think it's my favorite thing here. But I did learn that this whole ramp thing that you see going up the side, that is what was used to get the animals on the ark, and I learned that from watching the video. Now we're leaving the ark. Bye, Ark! Well, that was an amazing visit to the Ark Encounter. We're making our way back to the car now. I can definitely tell you it is a well-oiled machine here. We hardly waited in line for anything. We got here when it opened at Sunday at 1 o'clock, and it's just buses came, we got right on, you get right off. We paid ahead for our tickets, so that wasn't a problem. Virtual reality, no wait at all. It's so well set up and well managed here. I was super impressed. This can definitely be a thing where you can spend all day here, so make sure you make plans for that. So we hope you enjoy tagging along with us. I definitely think this is a great place to come. Eli, would you ever want to come here again?
Yeah.
He's short with his words. So we hope you check it out. Thanks. And just so you don't think I'm being dramatic about the heat index, my car thinks it's 109. Oh my gosh.